Morning, not morning, afternoon. Just got here. It's after work. It is basically 6 o'clock. So we are back at the property this weekend. I am not quite sure what all this week's going to be. We're checking things out right now. I have to work tomorrow, so no big deal. That's not a better place to work. Dawn's going to do a little tinkering. The weather doesn't look that promising this weekend, but some of the other property owners down our road are going to be in town or coming out this weekend too, so we'll probably hang out with them, possibly Dawn and Brenda. What I'd really hope to do is get back out to this whale watching bench. If you remember last time, and I'm so behind on videos when you're watching this, I'm probably 4 weeks behind. It's just been really hard at work, so you'll probably get a bunch out a lot at one time. But this right here, I got some more grinders. I've never used them before, but I think I'm going to be able to do some pretty cool shaping with that. So I'm hoping I can do that this weekend, and I want to work on making some split rail fencing from some down trees I already have, which you probably saw that in previous videos, but since I'm so far behind, I don't know how I'm putting things together. We'll show you what we get, guys. Gonna go do a beach walk really quick. Might be the only really good night. Hope not, but we're gonna make it count.
All these different shapes and sizes. I think this would be the mother load. How long is that?
Rocky's over there doing some exercise.
Tonight's treasures.
Good morning, gang. It is a work day out here. Dawn's outside. Got a little fire going. It's right around lunchtime, so I'm going to take about a 10-minute break. I want to show you something really quick. So I'm going to show you what one of the projects that I'm starting to work on and kind of my thought process on that project too, as we're doing it here. So I'm going to pause my work. I'm going to walk you out there, kind of talk about this project. All right, so we're on the outhouse trail for reference here, and that newer section that would probably be in the video before this, and like I said, I am way behind on video, so I haven't even done this video yet, was to create a walking bridge across this old log that's there. So I will cut a step into here, and what's cool about this log is that once I clean it up, some of these pieces, it goes really high into the air here. And what Dawn and I envision, so you can kind of see here, we're probably 4 feet here. There's a big root ball, but it drops down off these trees, right? So I have to figure out a way of having some sort of railing here for people once I clean it off. And I have some ideas. I did some research online, and one concept is just take like pecker poles like this and create almost like a tripod that's on the ground that you can then fasten together, and then you run that along here, and then you have your railing going across that. So that's one concept that I'm considering, but I need to open this up here to really see what I'm dealing with, right? And the hope is that, well, I don't want to fall to hurt myself here. The hope is, this is where we cleared out before, is that we create a path that will probably come up this way to get on this log. And then from here, let's say we were camping over here, or maybe one day we have a tiny home here, we can walk this direction, get right on this log, kind of have this aerial walk that gets us to the outhouse. So all conceptual right now. Obviously we have a walking path right now, but how to make it safe, that's the key here, so that if you fall off, well, hopefully you don't fall off, so that you have a way to support yourself so you don't fall off. So yammering on, but that is the process here. I'll show you the other side. I'm gonna go clear that out later, just so I can see which way I want to start thinking about coming up onto this log from the other direction. Anyhow, that's it for now. More to come. All right, guys, I did a thing here. I bushwhacked a trail to the really big old trees that I've been hoping to see. And I used this log. I'm going to show Dawn for the first time. We found our property line on the other side. But yeah, check this out. The first part's a little sketchy, guys. But then it opens up. Yeah, and just kind of double walking, babe. Here. And there's a log right here you can step down on. I know. Like this, like I keyholed this. Like this is all keyhole. So like, but that would have been all floor too. Right. Yeah, so I just kind of did that walk until about here, and then there's a little log right there and you step down. Yeah. I know. Wait till you see it here. I'm so excited for you. So guys, this was a big old tree that fell down, and I'm just kind of using the back of it. Yeah, I just kind of stepped there on that middle one there.
This is another one down here.
Right, yeah, and then come over here, babe, on this side. Yeah. And that's kind of, so this is where I started hacking, gang. You hold a bunch of stuff, like it was really open. But yeah, see all the ferns? Right, look at this first. So this is the first of like, I was like, oh, look at this big, big old stump here that we're coming through. And then there's this massive cedar here. And these are just pale in comparison to what's around the corner here. Can you see them right there, babe? Look up here. Yeah. I walked all the way. I have it. Right. And look at that thing. Come over on this side and look at them.
Oh, the other
huge. Yeah, I mean, babe, look how big this thing is. Like, look up. Girthy. If you're willing to go right around this section here, we'll get like a big open view. That was the better part of the trail. I just kind of did a little beat down. It gets better, but. Yeah, man, babe, darn, it's so gonna be cool back here, whatever we end up doing. These are all on our property right here, and so like having something that kind of like you know, right here is a flat spot. Like if you ever wanted to have a camping spot, or start with, yeah, like a camping spot to start with and then a cabin later.
Back here, so you wouldn't have to take out anything.
Right. Well, you wouldn't have to either here. That might be slightly off our property when you kind of get in that void. I think you're kind of in the gray zone there, but we could definitely shoot it up. Good morning, gang. What a wonderful sunset we had last night. This morning I got up, Dawn's already tinkering. We got some friends coming out today. This morning we got up and I went out to that point that I marked yesterday on our property line, way back in the old growth trees there, but I forgot to do a waypoint. So I couldn't kind of ever measure how far I was away from it from another spot on the property. So I hiked back in there, did a waypoint there, went to the back of our storage area, did a waypoint there. 150 feet as the crow flies, and yeah, we just have a lot of stuff that we're going to be able to do here today. I'm gonna start working on shaping this a little bit better. I have these new discs, which I've watched a little bit on them. It's apparently what you do. I'm gonna see how they go. I've never done them before. I love working on wood, so we'll see how this works. We'll take you with us. All right, gang, that is actually working better than I was hoping. So this is going to be fun for me. I love doing woodworking like this, so we'll see where this goes. I'm just going to keep on tinkering around with it. I'll show you if there's anything big happening. I'll show you what that is. But for now, I'm going to try to clean this up in here, make this a nice, easy sitting spot, shape those edges, and soften this a bit over here. So just soften this up, and then I'm going to make it so that it's on blocks and stuff, so it sits, this little place that it's at, this little landing is almost perfect. So I'm going to get it positioned on there solid, just get it securely in there. Not all that today, but definitely I want to get all the shaping today. So I'll show you how that goes as I get into it, but pretty fun for sure. Well, let's look at this. This is the kind of first pass with the really aggressive cone disc on that. I got 2 different cone discs and I think a flat. So I'm just trying to figure out how to, the cone seems to be best right now to kind of get into stuff like this. I'll probably leave it for a bit because I really kind of want to get it positioned in place before I kind of figure out how I want to shape it, you know, for its final thing. Because like this here, here, I'll sit on it. You can kind of see like this here, pretty natural. I know it's at an angle, sorry. Here, I'll back you up a little bit. 1 second. Okay, that looks better. So, you know, one here, definitely couples bench. This is this little knot here. Might need to come out, because that allows this hip bone to go down. So if I want that, I'm gonna have to figure out how to kind of X that out here. Chop this portion off, feather this up, taper this in. That'll give a nice spot for someone here and a nice spot for here. I think I'm going to try that. I'm going to go see if our friends are here. I'll show you what this looks like. I'm going to work on chipping this away and we'll see what happens here. So I should be able to sit here, you sit here. It should feel way more comfortable.
Yeah.
Before your thigh was up high.
That was kind of raised up, yeah.
Right.
Much better. So the only thing is now is that like,
It needs to.
yeah, practice slightly.
Yeah, so that's why I don't want to shape it anymore until I get it into its final, like this is how it sits, and then I can kind of start making all those micro.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Tip up. I'll probably need to flip it over and flatten the bottom so I have something good for it to screw into. But yeah.
It's beautiful. It smells so good.
All right, gang, real quick. So this is that tree that leads to the outhouse. I've hacked on this side. I'm gonna come over here and clean up this side to see what way will be the best approach to get up there. I'm not gonna film on, I'm gonna just get cutting. I'll kind of show you when I'm done, and then once I get up there, I'll kind of show you what that looks like. All right, so let me show you both sides here. I'm not sure which way I want to go. So this is the first side. Ugh. I cut in, and I have to be able to get stairs, basically, some way for us to reasonably get on this log here. Right, this is the log, the bridge log. But if we look at the other way that I just hacked, sorry, steeper, I can't tell if it's a better direct approach yet. So we have this build up here. It's definitely steeper, and then there's a giant gap between me and said log. Sorry. for that. And so I think based off that alone, I need to go this other way. So see how this is all kind of overgrown right here? Give me a minute. How solid this is. All right, so this has kind of been my plan, so not to step in, but you can see that's pretty rotten. So I might need to block that underneath to really make that go. But let's take a look at this walkway now. You'll get a concept what I'm going for. My camera right. So if we step up here, right now we're elevated in the air, anywhere between, I'd say 2.5 to 5 feet. Here's where it gets higher in the air, right? And then like look at this view. Seriously. And then step down that way. So I have to get a railing system that I think will have a railing use this side, because I can use this tree, I can use that tree to help fashion something to it, plus some brace. And then if I come up here closer, yeah, nice. Look, I got this cedar here. It's a little far away, but I can get my logs in there to brace off that cedar, I think. Yeah, how fun is that? Really cool. All right, well, Donner Benner's coming. Our friend Scully, his other place is down there. John and Carrie's down there. I'm gonna go hang out with friends. This is what I wanted to accomplish. I might do a little other things, but for now, I think this is time to relax and be present with people.